If you're an encaustic artist who wants to learn more about this ancient medium, or you're an artist who never tried encaustic but would like to learn about the medium, this video is for you. I have a review of 3 books which will teach you about encaustic art. We show you beautiful examples of artworks and we'll give you all the basics so you can start creating your own encaustic art. So the first book is Encaustic Art, The Complete Guide to Creating Fine Art with Wax by Lissa Rankin. And it's a great book. By the way, I will put links to all those books into the description. So that book's covering everything you need to know about this medium. So starting with the ancient time and modern experiments. Essentials of encaustic painting, where all the information about wax, paints, tools you need are covered. Recipe how to make your own encaustic medium. About heat, tools you can use to fuse your paintings. All the tools and accessories, about creating an encaustic studio, and of course very important section about safety. This is a medium which you need to be careful, and you need to take care of the safety. Then there is a section about types of support you can use for encaustic art. By the way, I'm not an encaustic artist. I tried encaustic and I find this medium quite challenging, and these were books these 3 books I'm showing you were books from which I was learning. So here you have sections about different painting techniques to receive like flat surface and textured surface. So I have tried a little encaustic art. Actually, I recorded a video last week and I posted it about my experiments with encaustic medium. So if you'd like to start with encaustic and have some fun with encaustic monotypes, you can watch that video. Here is a section about figurative work in encaustic, which I think is very, very challenging but so beautiful. Drawing and transfers with encaustic, so different techniques you can use to create interesting images. Encaustic and collage, so what you can collage, how you can do that. This section seems to me very interesting. Encaustic at photography, so you can, if you like taking photos, you can use them in your encaustic art and the effects are beautiful. I definitely want to try it. And this section is really interesting for me because I am a traditional printmaker, so encaustic and printmaking. And here is information about encaustic collagraphs, so using wax to create collagraphs, about monoprints and monotypes. So you can see those monotypes in the video I mentioned, I recorded and posted. I experiment with encaustic monotypes. And then we have section about wax and sculpture, clay and wax, wood and wax. So everything you need to know and different materials you can use with wax you will find here. Different installations. And there's also a section on wax medium, which is a cold wax, which is different from encaustic arts, but sometimes it's mixed. And also preparing encaustic art for display and exhibitions. I think this chapter is very interesting. So I highly recommend this book for anyone interested in that medium. The second book is The Art of Encaustic Painting by Joanne Mattera. I hope I pronounced her name properly. I like these books because, of course, it has all the basic information about the medium, about different kinds of waxes, about paints, about tools, about the heat, and so on. But it also have a nice collection of artworks, the portfolio of different type of artworks. So that was very interesting for me about this book, because you can see how versatile this medium is. All of the books I'm showing you today will show you different types of artwork created with wax, and it's amazing. So yeah, I really like that about this book, that there's so many beautiful works here in different styles, using different techniques. Yeah, look at this. I love this. This is so beautiful. As I said, all information about materials using for encaustic. So what do you need to have? Different types of wax, the melting temperatures, and so on. Information about the tools you need to use, about the safety again, which is very important, about the heat, pigments. Then there is a section about different techniques you can use with encaustic. So how to achieve different surface effects, how to use collage, how to use encaustic on paper. So again, monotypes and painting on a paper with encaustic, large-scale paintings, another section about preparing your works for exhibitions. So that's the second book. And the third book is the Encaustic Studio, and it's focused on mixed media art. And what I like about this book is that it's very practical. It has all information you need to create encaustic art, and it's all given in very easy to follow form, with step-by-step instructions, with a lot of step-by-step pictures of the process. So, and also this book comes with the DVD. Unfortunately, I don't have a DVD player, so I couldn't watch it. But if you have DVD, you can use that. So here again, studio fundamentals like safety, surfaces, grounds. And then we got like basic information, how to tape a cradle panel, how to create surface textures, grounds, how to adhere paper to the surface, how to apply paint. And then we got mixed media techniques, so information about different kinds of transfers you can do with encaustic, brown images, carbon papers, how to get line and edges. Sorry about my voice, it's a little bit rough. I had a cold for a couple of days, so I don't sound as usual. Then we got a section about collage, what materials you can collage and how to do that. And again, a lot of beautiful works you can get inspired by. So using pigments, so many possibilities. I'm amazed sorry, how versatile this medium is. It's not an easy medium, but it's definitely worth trying and experimenting with. And then this section I really like. There are different projects you can try. So there are ideas of projects you can try with instructions. So I think you can have a lot of fun with that. There are like steps described, materials you need. So yeah, so that's the third book. I like all of them. I think all of them will show you how to work with encaustic and will show you beautiful examples of encaustic art. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, comment, like, and watch my other videos. Thank you for being here and see you next time.